President Lyndon B. Johnson once summed up the general feeling about economists when he asked his advisors, "Did you ever think that making a speech on economics is a lot like pissing down your leg? It seems hot to you, but it never does to anyone else." Reading a book about monetary policy and central banking can seem equally unexciting. It doesn't have to be. Central banking and monetary policy may seem technical and boring, but whether we like it or not, the decisions of the Federal Reserve, the Bank of Japan, BOJ, the European Central Bank, ECB, and the Bank of England, BOE, affect us all. Over the next few years, they are going to have profound impacts on each of us, touching our lives in every way. They influence the value of the dollar bills in our wallets, the price of the groceries we buy, how much it costs to fill up the gas tank, the wages we earn at work, the interest we get on our savings accounts, and the health of our pension funds. You may not care about monetary policy, but it will have an impact on whether you can retire comfortably, whether you can send your children to college with ease, or whether you will be able to afford your house. It is difficult to overstate how profoundly monetary policy influences our lives. If you care about the quality of life, the possibility of retirement, and the future of your children, you should care about monetary policy. Despite the importance of central bankers in our lives, outside of trading floors on Wall Street and the City of London, most people have no idea what central bankers do or how they do it. Central bankers are like the Wizard of Oz, moving the levers of money behind the scenes, but remaining a mystery to the general public. It is about time to pull the curtains back on monetary policy making. Even though they are separated by oceans, borders, cultures, and languages, all the major central bankers have known each other for decades and share similar beliefs about what monetary policy should do. 3 of the world's most powerful central bankers started their careers at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT Economics Department. Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke and ECB President Mario Draghi earned their doctorates there in the late 1970s. Bank of England Governor Mervyn King taught there briefly in the 1980s. He even shared an office with Bernanke. Many economists came out of MIT with the belief that government could, and even more important, should, soften economic downturns. Central banks play a particularly important role, not only by changing interest rates, but also by manipulating the public's expectations of what the central bank might do. We are living through one watershed moment after another in the greatest monetary experiment of all time. We are all guinea pigs in a risky trial run by central bankers. It's code red time. Those of us who are of a certain age remember the great Dallas Cowboys coach, Tom Landry. He would stalk the sidelines in his fedora, holding a sheet of paper he would consult many times. On it were the plays he would run, worked out well in advance. 3rd down and long, and behind 10 points, he had a play for that. The code red policies that central bankers are coming up with more closely resemble Hail Mary passes than they do Landry's carefully worked out playbook. They are not in any manual, and they are certainly not normal. The head coaches of our financial world are sending in one novel play after another, really mixing things up to see what might work. Let's send zero interest rate policy, ZIRP, up the middle while quantitative easing, QE, runs a slant, large-scale asset purchases, LSAPs, goes deep, and negative real interest rates, financial repression, nominal gross domestic product, GDP targeting, and foreign exchange intervention hold the line. The acronym alphabet soup of the playmakers is incomprehensible to the average person, but all of these programs are fancy, technical ways to hide very simple truths.